perfect at is making decisions when it's any kind of like tight situations when they have to think very quickly. Because they're very used to being under pressure, and essentially one tiny mistake and you get scored on. So that translates well to threes, but sometimes they find themselves in weird positionings because they're not used to dealing with 2 other people on the field.
Absolutely, but here we are in game number 1. Splyce versus the Muffin Men. This is a best of 5 series. Winner will move on. It is single elimination. So the ball in the corner, Karma setting it up for Pluto. Pluto, a little bit of miscommunication there. Now Karma leaving it for Pluto, who puts a long shot in. That one turned aside by Squishy. Now Sathu with the block. This is going to set it up for Karma off the backboard. Pass to Pluto. Pluto putting it in the corner. Good pressure early coming out for Splyce.
Notice Pluto going to opt for the pass as opposed to the shot, knowing someone was coming out from net. I was speaking it with Espion a little earlier. Some moves on take 3 were placed the same way.
Oh, that's it for Karma. Karma's just going to put this one in off the shot from Sathu, or no, from Karma. She actually put the shot in herself.
Straight at Torment and Squishy both went for it. Squishy should have let Torment go for it. Squishy coming off that backboard, it's always a bit of a risk and you'll never have power. While Torment was coming from inside of the net, he would have had a much better clear, but the double dedication will allow Karma to squeeze one in. First goal in the series.
Yeah, Splyce striking first, despite Muffin Men being the clear favorite. Now Squishy going for that in the corner. Pluto cuts him off. Torment's going to put it over for Dapper, who just picked up the full boost. Shot in. Karma puts it over for Sathu. Sathu misses the touch. That allows a Squishy to pass it across the field. Pluto able to handle it. Dapper getting the block. Torment putting that downfield, getting a second touch out to Dapper, and Dapper puts it above the defense and ties it up.
Within seconds, they go from slowing it down to immediately picking it back up. Torment over to the corner, following up for just one more touch, tapping it out to the middle. Dapper had faith and trust in his teammate to make the pass. Clears it right in the net, tying it up with 3:32 left in the game.
Yep, an immediate response. Muffin Men and Splyce both getting off to a good start. Karma's gonna almost put that one in herself. Now Sathu touching it up. Torment getting the hit off the wall. Dapper in a 1v1 situation. Karma gets a touch on it. It's going high. Pluto didn't have enough to boost to deal with it, and Squishy takes the lead for the Muffin Men.
The only one in his opponent's half, Squishy, after Dapper got cleared, he just makes the solo play, outpacing Pluto on defense. A player that we know is incredibly good, but he just didn't have the time to get there in time. And the solo play, Squishy will put his team up 1 goal.
It looked like he did actually have that boost. It was just straight up red, so I couldn't see it. So a little bit of a tough play there by Pluto, who had the opportunity to shut that down. Now in the corner, Dapper getting it by Karma. Dapper getting control of it again, putting it off the corner. Sathu gets beat, but Pluto's there for the clear. Torment off the backboard. Sathu might miss this one here. No, he does get the touch. Now Dapper off the corner. Pluto trying to get that out, puts it into the center for Squishy. Now Dapper might leave it. He does leave it for Torment. Backboard opportunity. Dapper going up, and that one blocked by Sathu.
Just constant pressure, relentless. Touch after touch, pass to the middle. Squishy couldn't get the angle, and now they will. Oh no, they won't retreat. Dapper's still there for it.
But that was a good idea by Torment and Dapper getting that middle pass, and now Dapper taking it into his own hands, but Pluto there on defense to get the stop.
Just look at this, touch after touch. Squishy gonna pinch that off of Karma, and Pluto will be there, but he's still there to try and intercept. They will not let up on this.
Oh, now Sathu going for that shot. We heard from Quinn Lobdell, one of the things that Pluto struggled with in the past was just touching without intent, just chasing that ball down to get the hit. We'll see if that changes in this game. If Pluto can start passing to his teammates more and start generating some plays. He does love to play in the back, playing on the walls, going for the long shots.
He really does. The Muffin Men need to be careful. They're playing a lot on defense right now. 5 saves for them. Or sorry, apologies, I meant Splyce. And there's an exact reason why.
And now this one just going post down. Squishy launched that off that side wall to get it up for Torment. Sathu needed to get that save, but an incredibly well done pass by Squishy Muffins, leaving that one for Torment, who puts that one crossbar down, or Bardowski, as Leafex likes to say.
We'll represent him even if he's not here.
Yeah.
Now, well, they're all up for this, but they could actually have a good opportunity. No 2 in net. They will have an easy time.
Yes, and now Karma bouncing that one out into the middle.
We're going to see this passing play. Dapper trying to get up, but Pluto, there he is on defense, quick and confident. Always there to make the saves he needs there for his team. And the dunk from Sathu will put it directly over. I forgot who that was for a second. Squishy.
Squishy, so he wanted the boost. Boost was greater than ball in that situation. But no, it actually does not pan out for him as he goes to try to get the clear. Sathu just gets a nasty dunk on him. And now just one goal separating Splyce from the Muffin Men. Now in the corner, Torment pops that one up for Squishy, and Squishy goes for the shot, but that one turned aside by Sathu. Pluto going for the air dribble. Looks like he ran out of boost, so that one was blocked by Dapper. Now Karma trying to beat out Torment. She does get the touch. That one might be going in, but Pluto gets the save. That one looked like it was going in.
So close into the third attempt, still couldn't go in. Karma wants to keep up the pressure. They have 46 seconds to make sure they make this. They are unable to make these last touches. Pluto with 2. Sathu's still there to keep up the pressure.
Karma went for that off the ceiling shot, and Pluto getting that save. That must have been heartbreaking, but now 35 seconds left. Karma retreating for some boost. Now challenging Torment. Still in the blue half. Muffin Men trying to preserve their 1-goal lead. Dapper with the long clear. Squishy going for the redirect. Shut down by Karma. Now Dapper trying to go for a shot in. Sathu turns it aside. Dapper gets the second touch. Torment challenging Pluto. Pluto gets it by 1, but Dapper's there for the stop. 10 seconds left. Squishy with a shot on net. Goes high. 5 seconds for Splyce to make their move. Can they do it? As soon as this ball touches the ground, we have game 1 in favor of the Muffin Men, and that is going to be it. No, Sathu keeps it up. Can Karma get to this in time? No, she doesn't, and the Muffin Men take game number 1, 3-2.
And what I believe was probably significantly closer than was predicted, especially on the desk. The freaking Muffin would take away with this, but Splyce performing where they need to. I think it's really easy to underestimate just the raw skill that those 3 players have. Sathu, Karma, and Pluto have put significant amount of hours into this game. We've seen Pluto plenty, the Plutonium Falcon himself.
Jadaski is from the past. That's even older.
Oh, you're right. We're not going to go that far back.
Spreads account. But yeah, really, I thought Karma played quite well. She almost had that equalizing goal, but Pluto did what Quinn was afraid of. He just went up to get that touch. Had he just taken in the situation, he would have realized that ball was going in, or at least it looked like it from the perspective that I had. But he actually saved that shot and prevented Splyce from tying that one up. But then Karma going for that ceiling shot, or ceiling pass rather, off. I thought she was playing quite well. This one was very, very close. It could have gone either way.
It felt that the Muffin Men weren't as gathered as they potentially could have been. I have a little bit more knowledge of those 3 players just to the skill. We've seen Torment here at RLCS. We've seen Dapper. And, I mean, we've seen everybody but Squishy, and I know that he's a talented player as well. But it seems that they're not able to connect on the field. They're not seeking each other out as much, it feels like. They're not, like, looking for each other for passes. They're kind of circumstantially passing it.
Yeah, there was a few good moments, though. I thought, especially between Torment and Dapper, those guys working together quite well. And then Squishy did have the one play where he just blasted it off the sidewall, setting up the goal for Torment. So we are right now we're seeing some pretty solid play from the Muffin Men. Nothing astonishing, but Splyce is staying right there with him. And now Pluto off the backboard. Sathu going for that one. That one's going to miss. Karma gets a touch over to the side. Pluto's going to scramble back. Sathu's going to stop to try to just prevent the counterattack. Now Dapper. Karma missing that one. That's going to leave it for Squishy. Squishy puts a shot in, but Sathu turns it aside. Dapper back into the middle. Karma controls that one well. But now out into the middle. 3 players from Splyce stuck in their own half, trying to get this one out.
See how much time Torment bought for his team by crossing the field as opposed to taking it towards the net. Everyone had to chase that down, and it bought his team plenty of time to gather up some boost and get ready for a counterattack.
And then the half flip, followed up by the long clear from Karma. As she tries to get Splyce back into this one. Kills that ball. 2 players challenging that one. We're in a 2v1 situation. Squishy off the sidewall again. We saw him do that for Torment and set up a goal. Now Sathu narrowly misses that one out. Now Squishy on the counterattack. Pluto with the touch, right back to Squishy. Squishy going for the mid-pass, leaves for Torment. Another mid-pass opportunity, but everyone retreating for the Muffin Men.
Tempting to just be there for everything, it feels like. Trying to contest everything in midfield, not allowing any attacks. Oh no, Sathu might have gotten bumped. He will get there in time. Dapper off the corner to his teammate, but 2 will go.
Oh.
Doesn't matter, Squishy. Yeah, the one from the tighter angle, I figured he's the one that came from the middle.
Field. Yeah,
he's the one that came from the middle. Torment's the one that had the easier shot. Squishy's like, no, I got this.
Yeah, but he still managed to put some pace on that one.
Yeah.
64 miles per hour. Generally, anything over 60, it's a pretty fast shot. So Squishy coming in.
It felt like Karma didn't know where the shot was coming from because 2 went for it. She had to wait till the last second to try and go up. If it was only one person taking the shot, she may have had a better read on it.
Yeah, you could have started to cheat if you knew where that car was coming from. But like you said, both of those players with an angle on the ball froze her. And the pace from that on Squishy allowed her to get that goal. So now a 1-goal lead for Muffin Men. 3 minutes, 5 seconds left. A chance now. Pluto misses this one. It could be bad, but he does get the touch. Dapper putting that one down, but Torment was retreating for boost. Karma up, trying to get that double tap, narrowly missing out on it.
If this results in a goal, this is a self-bump pool save. Almost. Somebody cleared it out by bumping their teammate into that ball is how that first clear happened. But now we're going to see just more pressure again from the Muffin Men. The moment they have it, they do not want to let it go, especially since the last game was so close. Torment.
It's going for that ceiling pass.
It's awesome.
Does retain possession for his team. So we're seeing that more and more. Players going off the ceiling. If you just fall off the ceiling, you actually get to preserve your jump for a long, long time. You can use it indefinitely when you're in the air. You can also just surprise people by going for an angle that doesn't happen too often. But now, Muffin Men keeping that ball in the Splyce half. Torment with the double tap, the triple tap! Puts it in!
Following it through, you can tell no one on Splyce predicted this. Pluto not expecting such a hard clear. He tried to go for that save, but Torment followed through beautifully and just kind of slammed it into that corner post. He was like, if I just muddle it up. That looked like
a quadruple tap, to be honest.
Like, if I just muddle it up enough, it should find its way into the net.
Just forcefully getting that goal. Torment putting Muffin Men up 2 goals, but Sathu immediately answering back just seconds after this, doing it on his own. Squishy trying to get that block, but just too much from Sathu.
He just barely got a little bit of a touch on it, but unfortunately for him, it didn't just go off the side, but it also bounced right back towards in front of his net, closer than he'd intended. He was the last man on defense, so easy goal for Sathu, but it will put them 1 goal behind.
But still, these games incredibly close. The last game was a 1-goal game as well in favor of the Muffin Men. This one, same situation. So we'll see if Splyce can make something happen and tie this up. Karma with a shot, and that one's going to be deflected wide by Dapper. Pluto with the block. Leaves it for Karma. Karma up in the air. She sets it down in the middle for Sathu. Sathu going for the shot, but that one's cut out by Squishy. Now Pluto with the touch, pops it up. Karma putting it off the backboard. Pluto going for the angle again. Dapper missing it, caused Pluto to miss. Now Dapper trying to beat out Sathu, but it just bounces wide. Pluto's going to have some time. It bounces over him. He leaves it for Karma. Odd situation now. Karma 2 versus 1.
Oh no.
Could have been a scary situation. Now the counterattack. Sathu, a wide open net, a breakaway goal for Sathu, who ties it up in the final minute.
They had full control. They were up a goal, but Squishy still went up for it when he saw Dapper and Torment in the corner. He really should not have gone up for that. He had all the time in the world, all the space to just wait for it. His 2 teammates were up. They were honestly just messing with him.
Yeah, and then you got to give credit to Karma. Karma backflipping into that ball to put Sathu on that breakaway. So Karma, a big part of that goal. And now we're all tied up. Less than a minute left to go.
Ooh.
Now Torment putting this one off the backboard. Pluto getting the touch over to Sathu. Sathu not with a great clear. That'll put Muffin Men on the attack. Squishy with the touch. Karma going to challenge it. Dapper putting that into the corner where Pluto knocks it out. Pluto going for the block. Does get it. Big block for him. Going for the bump on Torment. Narrowly misses out.
He not only got the block, but Pluto was avoiding a demolition. What an angle from Sathu! Will Pluto be able to follow through? Almost just a panic in the net, but they're able to clear it out from that side post.
With Splyce in the final seconds, putting in an onslaught. Just 10 seconds left, counting down. We're tied up. We might see overtime in this series unless Dapper can make this happen. Going for the air dribble, gets the block. And now Squishy keeping it alive, passing it out into the middle. This is still dangerous.
No way. The bump on the goalie
in the corner.
You've got
gets the win.
I cannot believe this Squishy following this through. I think he got a bump on Karma as well. So Sathu tried to contest to close off the angle for Torment, who kept it above him. And with the third being cleared out, the Muffin men with 0 seconds left. They were, what, 15 seconds into that?
Unbelievable final second win. That is the thing that makes Rocket League such a beautiful game to watch, especially when that clock hits 0. It is never over until it's over. Squishy keeping that play alive, putting that one out into the middle. Even it was 0 seconds when Dapper was going up for that shot.
Yeah.
So really a last second, or 0 second win rather, for the Muffin Men. What a stellar play by them.
And Squishy Muffins, when he came up off the corner underneath that ball, he had a really bad takeoff off the corner. He really did. He had to use a lot of boost to correct himself. And honestly, if he didn't have that, I thought in my head, like, oh man, he's not gonna be able to follow this through. But he used probably 60, 70 boost to get, I don't know, this far, just because he had messed up the initial trajectory, tried to follow through. And I should think the dunk helped him. Somebody came and it pinched out because somebody contested it, and they were able to follow through.
Wow.
That was so cool.
That was crazy. Especially at this level, we've seen some huge 0 second goals. Like in Season 2, the World Championship, Mocket versus Orbit, that 0 second goal to get Mocket the victory in that game. At this level, you can never count anyone out. You have to play hard all the way until that ball touches the ground in the final second. And the Muffin Men, they steal that win. So now up 2-0. They are on the precipice of sweeping Splyce, even though the games have been incredibly close.
And I am pleasantly surprised by how close these games have been. Splyce always just one goal off till the very end. They're able to keep it as close as they can. Both these teams seem to be falling into each other a little bit more, trying to find their wits about them and work as a team.
And really, it has not been a bad performance whatsoever. Splyce, it could have been such a different story had Pluto not made that save in game number 1, the one that would have equalized it. But now Dapper coming in, almost getting that goal. But these ones so close every single game. But now Splyce have to get this victory if they want to stay alive in the 7-11 Summer Series. Torment putting this one off the backboard, going for the shot himself, the follow-up, but Pluto got in the front of that one. Squishy putting this one up the side. He's going to go for it again. Passes that into the middle. Karma blocks it off, going for that second touch, narrowly missing out. Now Dapper getting control. Pluto putting this one up the corner. Doesn't look like he has any boost. And now gets demoed by Dapper.
Gives Dapper a lot of time to slow it down, but Karma's actually there to contest it. Dapper probably was not aware. What?
Sathu with the dunk, getting the first goal for Splyce.
I'm pretty sure Dapper thought he had all the time in the world, not expecting Karma to come up, knowing they were down a man. After the demolition, they were playing a 2-3 game, but Karma still came up for it, and Sathu followed her right after that, and they just overwhelmed the Muffin Man on defense.
Yeah, Squishy thought he had more time than he did, went for the slow dribble clear, ended up just putting it right out for Sathu. And that left Torment high and dry. Now Splyce striking first. We'll see if they can win this game number 3. They have to win to stay alive. It's a best of 5, and they're down 0-2. So they got to make some magic happen. Dapper with the block. Pluto going up for this one. Does get the touch into the corner. Karma with the clear down the sideline. Torment putting this over for Dapper, but Sathu gets in the way. Now Sathu over to Karma. Karma with the shot, but that one's turned aside by Squishy.
You have to be careful. All 3 are up right now. All of Splyce are in the corner of the Muffin Men. They're slowly trying to retreat now.
Now Pluto getting back, gonna have to make the play here. Dapper gets this off the backboard to Squishy. Squishy off the backboard to Torment, and Torment putting it in. Everyone getting involved in this goal for the Muffin Men.
Look at this decision right here. Dapper, or this decision from Squishy, could have taken the shot. He puts it high above the crossbar instead because he knew there was a defender down there that could have made the shot, but making the pass, he knew that Sathu, there was no way he was going to save that shot. So he opted for the pass instead of the shot. Well played. Tied game with 3 minutes left.
Yeah, the double backboard coming out from the Muffin Men. Well executed to beat out the defensive Splyce, and now we're all tied up, and Dapper comes in and does the job himself to get the Muffin Men the lead.
Remember when Dapper thought he had time for it? This time it was Karma. She thought she had a bit more time to react to that. The moment it bounced up, she didn't get the double jump right away, knowing like, oh no, it's bouncing, I need to go for it. She took a little bit of time.
It looked like she tried to kill it to maybe push it out in front of her, but when it bounced up, that was all she wrote. So now, about half the game left to go. A 1-goal lead for the Muffin men, who have won by 1 goal in the first 2 games of the series. They're going to try to sweep them with all 1-goal victories. Now Pluto off the wall. Another touch by Sathu, leaves it for Karma. Karma putting it down. Sathu off the corner, it's gonna go for the pass.
Karma opted to go for Torment, the bump on goalie.
Now Squishy going for the clear, fakes out Pluto, but Sathu's here, going for the dribble, does put it up high, but Torment able to easily turn that one aside. Now Torment off the wall, getting it past Pluto. Pluto does get a piece of it, but Dapper will get blocked by Sathu actually. Karma going for the shot. That one's going to be almost a goal by Pluto. So Splyce still able to put on quite a bit of pressure.
Here's a good counterattack. Dapper trying to beat out Sathu, but well played by him. He not only trapped, but got a clear as well, preventing that counterattack. If that had gotten by Sathu, there's an 80% chance that would have been a goal for the Muffin men. I ran the numbers.
Wow.
Yeah.
I heard somebody tell me though that 95% of the stats that you give us are made up.
That is probably actually true.
But now we have a minute, 20 seconds left here in game number 3. Splyce fighting for their tournament life. If they lose this game, they are out, and the Muffin one will move on into the semifinal. Now Torment up the wall, gets blocked by Sathu. Squishy with a long clear. Torment push that one down. It's going to bounce off the corner and up. Dapper going to kill this ball off the backboard, but the rest of his team having to retreat for boost. Karma up, going for the block. Does not get it. Dapper trying to pass it back out to Torment. Torment went for the backward pass, but Pluto cuts it off.
Pluto put himself in the best and weirdest position. Sathu pushing that straight through. Uh-oh, Torment has to close this thing off, and he will. Well played.
Now Squishy trying to get that one in himself. Dapper off the backboard. Torment up. He's going to put it in, and probably out of reach for Splyce with this 2-goal lead.
With only 32 seconds left, I don't know if they have the capabilities of doing this. You saw Squishy and Torment both so confident in Dapper's pass that they're like, we're just going to go for it.
It worked out for them in the past.
Yeah,
so.
That is true.
So now 30 seconds left to go. 2-goal lead for the Muffin men. And what a pass! What a pass by Sathu to Pluto to put this within 1.
Well, just when I said I didn't think they could do it, they've got 25 seconds to do it. This touchdown from Sathu, absolutely beautiful. Right down to Pluto, who read it. That was smack in the middle on the ground. It was
gorgeous.
Yep.
Karma to Sathu. Sathu down to Pluto. Splyce fighting to the very end. Squishy with the ceiling shot. He does it. Put that in a montage, Squishy.
You can go check his YouTube for the tutorial on how to do this.
Go check the Twitch.
Oh, the ceiling shot. So just to recap what James had said, if you come off of a surface with your car without using a jump, you have an indefinite jump that you can use whenever you want. So essentially, Squishy came off the ceiling, followed that through, and was able to get one last punch of power with a front flip still, following that through to the net, and that will put them 2 goals up again. 10 seconds left. James, can they do it?
No, they cannot. As the final seconds count down, the Muffin men will be taking out Splyce in a sweep, 3-0, but the games were so close. Splyce fighting to the very end, but it was just too much, and the Muffin men, even though it was 3-0, you have to credit Splyce. They kept it close time and time again. That 0-second goal from the Muffin men, definitely going to be a top 5 play. The ceiling shot from Squishy to put it out of reach, just an incredible performance from them.
I mean, the series score does not tell the story, as you just said. It may look like a 3-0 sweep, but this was one of the closest series I have seen in a while. Every single game bringing it close. The last game is only where they tore it away, but still bringing it 30 seconds away from the final, whistle, whatever it's in this. I guess it's the horn.
It was some good Rocket League. We saw some really good Rocket League. The plays from both teams, every single player getting involved in a passing play. Like we saw Karma to Sathu, who put it down for Pluto. Karma with her backflip pass to Sathu for the breakaway. The the passing plays from the Muffin men there as well. All three of them getting involved in the backboard passes. We saw a little bit of everything in this game.
Yeah.
It was very entertaining, even though it was a 3-0. And the Muffin men will be moving on. So really an incredible performance. Splyce, thanks for coming out and playing. But they have been knocked out. But to break it down, we're going to go back to Axel Toss over at the deck.